Well, hello, folks. This is Fat Guy Flies RC coming to you from the man cave. I'm going to do an unboxing, and then I'll look at the parts, get them all out, and then I might include the build or make the build a separate video. But before we begin, a big shout out to FPV Gears and FPV Tech and Builds, or Builds and Tech up in West Babylon, New York. He sent me this beaver for review, and DYNAM Beaver, and basically a couple months ago when I got this Bristol here from him, and he gave me a 10% discount. I asked him for it. He said sure, feature on my channel, but make sure you give me honest reviews, and I don't sugarcoat anything. And I was very impressed by that, because that's how I operate anyways, and because I don't want to give a follow, hey, this is the greatest thing you'll ever possibly fly in your entire life. No, these are all man-made objects. They're going to have problems and flaws, but they're going to have strengths and weaknesses. And so together we need to figure them out and then report back to hey, this is what's wrong with your product, or hey, here's what's great about your product. And then that way you, as the viewer and the buyer, can make an informed decision about what you want to spend your hard-earned money on. And that's one of the biggest reasons for my channel, is to I'll take the cost, or I'll take the plane, and because most of my planes, at least 75% of everything you see in this room, I paid for 100%, or paid at a discount price, but I paid for. At least 60 to 65 I paid 100% for. So the rest, discount, than the ones that were given to me for free. I don't know if all that math works right or not. But anyways, to make a long story short, I'm paying for them too also. Now I don't get batteries, and I don't get receivers and all that with these free planes. I got to provide all that. But anyways, I'm getting off subject. We're going to unbox this beaver. He sent it to me for review. He contacted me after he liked what I did with these, and he said, hey, would you be interested in reviewing some DYNAM planes for me? And I'm like, sure. He goes, I'll send you one for free, and we'll go from there. And I'm like, hey, all right. So he sent me this one, and I just told him the DYNAMs I already own, and I said, so don't send me something I already own, obviously. And so we're going to unbox this and see what's in. This is the newer version of it that has, in the red, it's got the big Tundra tires. I will not be putting the floats on. I will not be doing the float plane. I might later on, but for right now, I'm just going to be doing the big red, those great big Tundra tires now for the field. All right, so let's take everything out of the box. Now, most DYNAMs, there may be some foam to protect the end of pieces, but for the most part, everything is in little individual baggies and held in tape or in boxes, or they do a lot of cardboard, which is nice, because that's at least a lot more biodegradable than styrofoam, because the plane is styrofoam itself. So, anyways, but he sent me that red and white one there, which I think is kind of cool. And the yellow one looks good, but I believe the updated version one is this red one. As usual, one-piece instructions. Very small decal set, and they're stickers type decals. You get your usual disclaimer and everything about the ESC, about how to program the ESC if you need to. And with all DYNAM instructions, there's just one page, and one side is one language, and the other side is a different, Chinese on that side, and then all you have is just these simple instructions. The nice thing about it is everything you need is here. Like, here is, the CG on this is 45 to 50 millimeters back from the leading edge of the wing. Same, it doesn't say any difference between floats or landing gear. And the diagram, and with all the DYNAM planes, they have all your little decals are labeled, and then the diagram shows you where to put them. All right, so it has a 50 amp ESC, and it tells you the suggested throws, the wingspan, or the suggested throw, which I'll figure my own out. Wingspan is 1.5 meter, or 59 inches. The length is 37 inches. With the suggested battery is 1750 grams. And the suggested battery is a 2200 4S, but more than likely I'll put a much larger, like a 3000 or maybe even a 4000 in there. It has a, doesn't say what kind of motor is on it here. So anyways, there you go. I'll be installing a 7-channel Lemon RX Gen 2 with stabilizer. It has wind mitigation, does not have self-level. Really, this plane probably doesn't even need that, but I will put that in there. Start out by taking the main fuselage out. Okay. There is some styrofoam. Like I said, maybe to secure the ends there. You know what? Tell you what I'll do. I'll just go ahead, because everything's in cardboard boxes, and I'll just go ahead and take everything out and lay it out, and we'll be right back. I mean, you don't have to sit and watch me open boxes. But it is an unboxing video, but we'll be right back. Alright, got everything out. You're going to have this long box here is going to contain, this one single lock box does not have your fuselage in it. Instead, it's got your wings in it. Oh wait, sorry. No, it has a long box that'll have your, that other box has the wings in it. But this longer box that goes the whole length of the main box has got your floats down in there, okay? And they are very nicely packed. Just to show them to you. They're colored, okay? And these black things here are part of the spar system that steer. You'll need the other. There's going to be another bag. There's going to be 3 of these spars. You're only going to need 1 of them. Okay. You're only going to need 1. So these other 2 spars are part of the floats, and these 4 ladder-looking things can go in the box also, where you keep your floats. And you just keep them in this box, and they keep the padding on top. So what you'll need for the terrain, then just mark on here, you know, DYNAM BEAVER float set, or however way you want to mark it. Put that off the side. Okay. What you're going to need for the terrain or traditional landing gear is you'll have this, okay, and you got these 2 big wheels, and the hardware is already attached. You just got to reverse them to where it's out here. You'll have your bag of goodies. It's actually got some glue and some tools and a light controller. Okay. Prop. You'll need the same baggie that had those spars and other stuff in. You'll have to take these out. These are your wing struts. You need them no matter what. Of course, you got your big old elevator and your big old rudder. Okay. And you've got each of your wings. Now, this is the one, the 3rd spar. Just goes right into the 1 wing. Goes down so far, they slide together. What you want to do before you even start building is go ahead and see these wires. Go ahead and undo them with little gold zip ties or bread ties they use. Go ahead and undo that. Okay. Anyways, I'll do that off camera. Well, anyways, that's your part. It's going to be a pretty simple build, but we're going to make it a separate video. Off camera, what I'm going to do is while I call you out, of course, you've got the fuse. Now, here's something you are going to want to do. When I open this up, I notice that my ESC and everything and my XT60 is laying down in here. Well, I'm thinking, well, surely I don't have to take the wing off to put the battery in. But no, it's a bottom feeder. So what I did was I pulled the ESC back through the 50 amp and I wedged it into that little section there. What I'll do is I'll put some 2-sided tape and I'll just secure it there. And then I pulled the XT60 that you use up because your battery is actually going to sit in at an angle, will lock into place, and you've got this very, very robust hatch holding that in. Very similar to figure out how to put it in there. Tongue and groove, and then it snaps in place. So the battery's actually going to go in at an angle. a nice big hard backing plate, wooden backing plate, to attach the landing gear. That's going to rake forward. You can see how the holes are. They line up perfectly right there. Okay. Be a pretty simple build. You're going to be gluing on the tail surfaces. Looks like there might be, okay, no, there is, okay, yeah, there's a screw there, so it's going to be long screws. However, I would go ahead, just to make sure everything's nice, I would go ahead and glue this in. I would glue them in. I'd use it, that way they're nice and solid. But that's just me. Hot glue is what I'll be using for that. So, all right, then you got your tail wheel, which you don't need a tail wheel. Oh yeah, you do. Sorry, you do. And it's right there. It's in there. It's got the hardware. Be a little grub screw already installed, and a little flat spot there. You'll anchor that down. So, not going to be hard at all. All right. Well, there you go. That's the unboxing, and we'll come back next and we'll do a build. And that is there. Thank you again, FPV Builds and Tech up in Babylon, New York, West Babylon, New York, for sending me out this great looking DYNAM Beaver. Can't wait to get it together and get it up in the air. Thank you so much for watching. God bless y'all, and don't forget, faith, family, and friends. God is good. And then beavers. You have them beavers. All right, y'all have a good one. Bye-bye.